Hi guys, as I discussed earlier video that I'm going to discuss each and every point of GST. So now I'm going to start that. First, that is a fundamental of GST. Before that, I want to tell you some points about GST. That is, GST is a business tax, not direct tax. Okay, so now we are going to fundamental of GST. That is, they are given here the differences between direct taxes and indirect taxes. So this is looks like a very basic, but they are going to ask some points here. Or they asked in 2018 June question, that is in the fill in the blanks. They ask indirect taxes are dash dash based taxes, direct taxes are dash dash in nature. Means direct taxes are progressive in nature. So that is only covering here that why direct taxes are progressive in nature and why indirect taxes are regressive in nature. What is meant by progressive in nature? Progressive in nature means more tax. They are paying more tax to the government. See, in the direct taxes, it is based on individual tax. If individual earning more income, based on that, they are giving taxes. And indirect taxes is a business tax. It will pass on the burden of ultimate consumer, who is the end customer. So that for that it is a regressive in nature, and direct taxes are progressive in nature. Friend, just remember this Constitution 101 Amendment Act 2016, because in the 2018 question paper they asked one question, what is the amendment constitution. So this is the answer for that. So remember this point, 101 Amendment Act. Okay, so I'm going to discuss about the basic things here. That is, GST is not a single module, it is a dual control. That is, dual control means it is controlling state as well as central, not only central. Before it is a different, because before there is a VAT, it is going to control only state, and exercise, service tax, these are going to, these taxes are only controlling central. But now in the GST, both taxes are, both central and state are subsumed. Means that is a lot of taxes are got subsumed. That is, for example, VAT, CST, service tax, CAD, SAD and excise. So these are subsumed and they made as a GST. So GST is a dual control system, like state as well as central. There is a, as per article 246, as per the power of levy, GST has been given parliament as well as legislation of every state. Means it is, there is a power not only in central government as well as state government also. So they are trying to tell both state and central government are controlling the power of GST. There is a 5 types of GST. They gave here only 4, and fifth one is a GST compensation cess. So I will discuss later what is GST compensation cess. First, CGST. CGST enacted by central government of India. CGST means central government, central goods and service tax, which is only enacted by central government. IGST. IGST is nothing but integrated goods and service tax, not international. Just keep this, remember, integrated goods and service tax. So enacted by central government only. It is applicable on interstate transaction. I will tell you what is intrastate and interstate. Okay, CGST enacted by respective states of government. CGST, state good and service tax, enacted by state government. Okay, UTGST, union territory goods service tax, enacted by central government of tax. On the next points I'm going to discuss UTGST as per module. IGST will be apportioned between central and state in manner provided by parliament law per the recommendation of the GST Council. See, GST acts and all, it is who are going to govern, that is a GST Council. Okay, GST has a one GST council. Through that, they are making the amendment changes and everything. So GST council is important for this. GST will be levied all supply of goods and services except alcoholic liquor for human consumption. I repeat it again, GST will be levied on all supply of goods and services except alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Means GST is not applicable on alcoholic liquor for human consumption. It is it is in old law only. Old law or old act means it is alcoholic liquor for human consumption till it is in the state hand, because at present state is not allowed this product to subsume in the GST. Okay, as well as these these points are not subsumed in the GST. This is very important question which institute going to ask, maybe ask, because these the power of levy central duty on goods manufactured or products India is available in respect of the following products. They given like that, and later they are telling these are not imposed in GST. So they will ask the question that explain the explain the goods which are act of the GST levy or which are still taxable in the existing laws, old laws. So there are 6 points which is still existing in the old laws. That is a petroleum crude, high speed diesel, motor spirit, natural gas, aviation turbine fuel, alcoholic liquor for human consumption. These 6 points still in old existing law. So please friends, just remember this or point down somewhere that these are not in the GST. Okay, these are non-GST products. Okay, second point is very important, which one product is there, they are applied old law as well as GST also. That is a tobacco and tobacco products. Just write down this question if you want. Specify the goods which are liable to excise as well as GST. That is tobacco and tobacco product is liable to excise duty and manufacture stage is covered under GST. Okay, so now they are telling about next point, important point, that is this when it is notified and when it is applicable of GST in India. Okay, so just remember this date, because हम GST के गवाह है जब GST implement हुआ है. So just remember this date. It will be remember everyone, but maybe there is a possibility to ask this question, what is the date when it is implemented in India, because it is a very basic and maybe they want to ask. So accordingly, goods and service tax GST has been implemented in India, whereas if 1st July 2017. So just remember this date. Now what is GST? They are going to explain what is GST. GST means goods and services tax, means a tax supply of goods or services or both. GST क्या होता है? GST and service tax means a tax on supply of goods or services. GST when it is applicable, when supply of goods or services. Without supply, GST is not going to applicable, because GST is a business tax. It should be in the furtherance of business. That time only it is applicable. Okay, except the tax of alcoholic liquor for human consumption. They are telling again and again, there is not applicable GST on alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Second point, GST is a value added tax levy on sales or services both. GST is a value added tax levy on sales or services or both. Okay, GST is a destination based consumption tax. This question is they asked in 2018. That is a GST is a dash based tax, so it is a destination based tax. Just remember this. GST model itself, they are created on destination based only, because a GST totally dependent on destination only. So that's what they are asked the question. It is a very important. Maybe there is a possibilities to ask the question. Already they asked in 2018 June, maybe 2000 December, maybe they will ask, may not be, but it is a very easy, so just remember it. GST offers comprehensive and continuous chain of tax credit. Means GST is if you are selling goods, manufacturer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, retailer to consumer. So on that basis, if they are selling one person to another, so you will get credit on that. So it is they called as a GST offers comprehensive and continuous chain of tax credit. They will give tax based on the B2B business or B2C. B2C you won't get because ultimate as the end customer is a consumer. So consumer it will be stop GST. Before that, manufacturer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, you will get credit. Just write down these points are very important because they are going, maybe they are going to ask one marks question. It is a multiple choice questions. Maybe they will ask, there are more possibilities to ask. GST were burden borne by final consumer. As I told, GST burden borne by final consumer. If it is the transaction between B2C, not B2B, B2C means who is consumer, he has to pay the tax. Okay. GST eliminate cascading effect. Cascading effect means you have to pay tax on tax. So in GST they prepared model like it should eliminate the cascading effect. It should not create the cascading effect. So just remember this word, which is cascading effect. So this is important. GST eliminate cascading effect. GST brings uniform tax structure all over India. They said one nation, one tax. So they are telling GST brings uniform tax structure all over India. So the good example for this is Jammu and Kashmir. Before there is no tax, service tax on Jammu and Kashmir, but GST they passed a bill on 7th July 2017 and it is applicable on 8th July 2017 because it is a one nation one tax. So they applied GST on Jammu and Kashmir. Before it is not applicable service tax on Jammu and Kashmir. Just remember this. There is a twist question they will ask because before they are not applicable service tax on Jammu and Kashmir. Please remember this date, 7th July 2017 and 8th July. They passed a bill on 7th July and they are applicable on GST Jammu and Kashmir on 8th July 2017. So next guys, advantages of GST. Advantages of GST, they are telling one nation one tax. Yeah, whatever I saw, we saw just now, that is a tax applicable on Jammu and Kashmir. So whole India there is only one tax, that is a GST. For that they are calling one nation and one tax. Removal of bundled indirect taxes such as VAT, CST, service tax, CAT, SAD and excise. Means before, if you studied before attempt or before, if you saw 2012 syllabus, in that there are lot of indirect taxes, example like VAT, value added tax, central sales tax, service tax, countervailing duties, special countervailing duty and excise. There are lot of taxes. All taxes they're subsumed in GST and they given name as a, they given only one name as a GST. So it is removed lot of bundled of tax. As for study level, it is a very easy because if you saw the old syllabus or old tax structure as maybe Senmat, there are lot of definition of input goods, input services, capital goods. There is a big definition, but now it is not there. So it is very easy to study and understand. Okay, the next point, removal of cascading effect of taxes, that is removal of tax on tax. Earlier what we discussed here, that is the only same here. Increased easy doing business. Okay, before what used to happen, even foreigner also scared about our tax structure because they can't understand how many taxes and what and all. So that's what it is bit tough them also to do business. And in India also bit fed up with the doing business due to taxes, but now it is easy. Now only GST is going to applicable. um, GST is till at present everyone facing the problem in GST because they don't know how to implement it. They don't know how it is going to work. Still lot of confusions with the people. After 2 years maybe it will settle in a good way and easier way. So GST is a goods and service tax which Modi government called as a good and simple tax. So it is a really simple tax. Okay, we are going to see the next, that is a next point that I want to tell you, that is a GST is a dual model. Okay, GST is a dual GST model. That is GST and India adopted a dual GST where tax imposed concurrently by the central and state. Dual model means both are concurrently imposed. That is a central and state government. SGST state GST, CGST central GST, IGST integrated GST collected by central government and state government. Okay, that is a dual model. Union territory of goods and tax. There are 5 states which are the following are union territories without legislation. These are 5 territories: that Chandigarh, Lakshadweep, Daman and Diu, Andhra and Nagar Haveli, Andaman and Nicobar. Especially I want to tell 2 states which are Delhi and Pondicherry. These are union territory. These are 2 states which are applicable UGST as well as HGST. दोनों गवर्नमेंट का यहाँ राइट चलते हैं, दैट इज UGST एंड HGST. Okay, there are some practical questions that I am going to discuss in next video. Okay, I think I covered some of the points. Next video I am going to cover what is business, because there is a big definition of business and it needs time to tell what is a business and what and all include, because totally GST based on the business. So I will take one more session for this. So if you like video, okay, some maybe short, if you like video, just do subscribe my channel. I will try to give a good knowledge as well as good points as based on the question paper, and I want to going to solve the question paper, that is indirect taxation 2018 question paper. Based on that I am going to give the point and I will tell you 2018 what and all going to come the question as per my analysis. Just if you like the video, subscribe it. That my channel name is CMA Leaf. If you want more details or any suggestion, please give your comments, and thank you for watching this.